Hey, this is Ish Monroe. You know, I'm out here right before the River2Sea Open. I want to invite you guys to come out here to Lads Marina, pretty much show you what's going on. I got some different baits and some different techniques we're going to go out here and try today to show you how to catch these bass on the Delta. It's going to be a great event, giving away a lot of money. I'm going to be there signing autographs. It's going to be a fun deal, but I'm going to first show you guys how to come out here and catch some fish. So let's go. I've got my Biggie Series crankbait here in cold-blooded, one of my favorite colors for out here fishing Delta, red crawdad color. The bass really like it. I'm throwing bumping because the water temperature is still in the 60s, and when that water temperature is 60, those fish are real active, and I like that rattling noise in there to really get these fish fired up. So first thing in the morning, I would definitely start out cranking, 12-pound, 15-pound maximum fluorocarbon line. Get you a Daiwa new Tatula reel, allows you to make long casts, CLO composite rod, fiberglass, and graphite mix. Reason I like that composite rod is you're getting a rod that has the sensitivity of the graphite, but it has the slow taper of a fiberglass rod, so it allows you to get a good hook in the fish. It allows you to feel what's going on with your crankbait, and at the same time, when the fish jumps, it doesn't allow him to get slack in the line and throw your bait. So that's one of the reasons why I use composite. Throwing it on a 6.3-to-1 Daiwa Tatula reel. 6.3-to-1 is a good speed for throwing crankbaits because you can slow down or you can speed up accordingly and let the fish tell you what you want. So another bite that's probably going to be going on, for the River2Sea tournament is the punch bite. River2Sea 1.5-ounce trash bomb, new jack flipping hook by River2Sea that I helped design, and of course you can't go wrong with the missile bomb, the missile bait D-bomb. One thing if I would suggest is having two set up. You got two guys in the boat, one guy flips with a skirt or without a skirt. You want to match the skirt accordingly. I've got a matching skirt that goes with this. Is the Cash Money skirt by Ish Monroe. I'd have one rigged up with a brown weight, one rigged up with a black weight. This is the same rig that I had rigged up from a couple weeks ago when I was out here on the Delta. You can see all the teeth marks in the weight. It's been really awesome catching a lot of fish. But yeah, have one rigged up with a skirt, one rigged up without. Missile bombs D-bait, can't go wrong. Candy grass is my color of choice, or you can go with Oxblood Light, which is a Tactical Warehouse exclusive color. Either one of those are going to be real good at this time of the year in the fall. So bring your punch rig, 65-pound Maxima braid, 8-foot Daiwa Steez flipping stick, high-speed reel, Zillion Type R, 13 pounds of drag, 7.3-to-1 gear ratio. Lock it down, hit them hard, put them in the boat. New jack flipping hook gets them in the roof of the head every single time. Teamed up with the Missile Baits D-bomb. That bite's definitely going to be going on this week. Like I said, along with the crank bite, there'll be some bubble pop fish, probably be some River2Sea rover fish. But definitely get out here and get your punch on and catch good ones like that. One thing you never want to pass up a point this weekend, with the bubble pop or the rover, because at any time you can catch a big one on a topwater. So, I throw all of my topwaters when I'm throwing the bubble pop. I throw it on braid, just because braid floats and you get a really good action out of the bait. Plus, the fish don't need to worry about seeing the line. So you set the hook on that fish and he's not going to get away because you're fishing on braid. You never pass up a point throwing a popper across it. Definitely get your arm broke. Things have been a little bit slow this morning. A lot has to do with the cold morning, so don't get frustrated. The fish are going to bite. Another thing that we have going on right now is there's no tide movement. One thing about the Delta, when you're out here fishing this weekend, is the tide has to be moving for the fish to be active. When that tide's not moving, those fish are just kind of sitting there. Along with the cold mornings, water temperature starting out at 61. When it gets to 64, 65, the bite should really get turned on, so don't get frustrated. Morning fish are going to be bonus fish. As the day goes on, the fish are going to start biting. You might want to start fishing some rock in the morning because it's going to hold a little bit more heat. A 0.1, 0.2 degree difference could be huge for triggering fish and striking. So I like to fish a lot of rock first thing in the morning on the colder mornings, but then as it starts warming up, I definitely want to make sure that I'm under the mat. So cranking a lot on the rocks, throwing the crankbait on the outside edge of the grass, maybe throwing a spinnerbait or a topwater, have a shot at those fish, and then once it heats up, the fish are going to move underneath those mats and be active, and you should be able to punch them and catch them really quick. They're starting to get a little active. I think we got a little tide movement. You see some stripers start boiling, it tells you the bait, but just another good punch fish. River2Sea trash bomb, River2Sea hook, you know, new jack flipping hook, and 65-pound braid. Not another giant, but it's definitely just another good Delta fish, you know. A lot better fish. That's the kind of fish you get when you're out here punching, you know. Like I say, gotta have the right baits, you know. I feel like this River2Sea event is going to be one, guys cranking in the morning, punching, you know, once that sun gets up, and catching good ones like that. Good one. Oh, good bigot. That's a bigot. That's a bigot. That's a bigot. A little bit better Delta fish. You know, like I say, River2Sea trash bomb. You know, Ish Monroe custom skirt. You know, missile baits D-bomb, candy grass. The skirt matches the bait, and you catch fish like this. You catch 5 like this, you're gonna end up winning the event this weekend. So. Folks, there's not many times that you ever go out there and you mat flip a striper, but obviously they're under there eating bluegill, and the D-bomb catches them all. That's why you use 65-pound maximum braid. Keeper. Another nice fish. You know, folks, you know, River2Sea tournament, punch bite's gonna be on, so make sure you get the trash bombs and the D-bombs and the skirt and the hook. You gotta have it all. That's what I'm talking about. We're getting a few more good bites. I mean, every single day it's just going to get better and better with this warm weather. You know, you got to have the right gear. River2Sea, you know, fish the trash bomb. The 1.5 ounce trash bomb is going to be key this week in this tournament. I mean, fish like this win tournaments. You get you a bunch of them in the bag like this, and you're definitely going to win the tournament. Folks, you know, decent day out here on the Delta. You know, Delta has been a little bit tough, but I showed you can go out there and you can catch some really, really good fish. You know, the River2Sea trash bomb played really, really well today. You know, the new jack flipping hook by River2Sea, missile baits D-bomb, Ish's cash money skirt will catch you the big fish, you know. But I know a lot of you guys don't necessarily like to go out there and go punching, so there'd be alternatives such as the crankbait, you know, the Biggie Series crankbait. You know, we caught some fish on the color called I Know It, which is a shad pattern. Caught some keepers that way, and then, you know, I threw cold-blooded just because I like to throw in the red craw color when I'm out here on the Delta. You know, those are going to be key too, and they're going to catch a lot of fish that way. And then, you know, the spinnerbait, and then you also might have a topwater bite. And River2Sea makes a great frog, and you know, they got a popping frog out as well, and people are going to catch fish on that. So I really think the River2Sea is going to be a great event. You know, they're giving away $5,000 for first place guaranteed, plus, you know, another $5,000 paid out through the field regardless of how many boats they have. So it's going to be a really, really good payback. It's going to be a really, really fun tournament. You're going to be able to throw top water, you're going to be able to throw spinnerbaits, crankbaits, you're going to be able to flip. You know, you can drop shot as well if you want to with the River2Sea drop shot weights. Water conditions, you know, water temperature starting out at roughly 61 degrees, getting up to 62, 63 during the day. It's actually going to increase as Saturday and Sunday come along with a little bit of the warming trend. You know, you got a lot of real clear water out there. So for me, I look for the thickest cover I can possibly find. You know, finding the hydrilla and the milfoil that's a lot thicker, finding, you know, the pennywort mats, finding the hyacinth mats, you know, flipping a lot of grass is going to be key, cranking and spinnerbaiting a lot of that grass, throwing top water over it where you can find it. Look for the heaviest cover. With this really clear water, you're going to see a lot of fish roaming around. They're going to be skittish and they're not going to want to bite, but the fish underneath that thick heavy cover, or in that thick heavy cover, will definitely come out and chase a bait, or you put it right in their wheelhouse with the River2Sea trash bomb, you're going to catch more fish. So weather's right, fishing's going to be good, and it's going to be a great event.